Hey YouTube, it's Drew here. This is going to be the first video I'm putting on my page today. This is going to be a insect deck profile. Yes, that's right, insect deck. It's competitive and it's fun, and most of all it's low budget, and it can be considered an anti-meta deck as well. So the first deck profile is an insect deck. Who knew? But anyways, I created my YouTube page or channel just for creating decks and showing decks, and people, PMing me any deck that they want me to make, because I'm focusing on making low budget decks for people that can't spend a whole bunch of money on Yu-Gi-Oh. But I can also make some blinged out decks. Like I have a blinged out Lightsworn deck I'll show you guys in a little bit, and I'll also show all my binders because I'm open for trades. I need some random cards and everything. But anyways, enough talk, let's get to the deck. So, the insect deck is pretty simple. How I started it out was all insects, nothing else but insects. So here we go. The first three cards that are in the deck are Needleworm. Pretty simple card. He's got 750 attack, 600 defense. He's a flip effect, level 2. How about that? When he's flipped face up, or when he's flipped, your opponent has to send the top 5 cards from the deck to the graveyard. So he's a pretty good card in there. Sometimes they'll side out for something else if I'm playing against a deck that really needs cards in the graveyard. Like this deck would be horrible against a fish deck, but that's beside the point. Next, I have 3 Howling Insect. I don't even know what the third one is. Here we go, 3 Howling Insect. He is a level 3, 1200 attack and 1300 defense searcher. He special summons an insect that's got 1500 or less attack from my deck, and he's destroyed, sent to the graveyard. So he's pretty cool. I like him a lot, and he's level 3. Next I have 2 Kokimeru Beetle. He's a 19 beater, and he's sort of my anti-meta card. If a light or dark monster is special summoned, it gets changed to defense, which is pretty cool. But the downside is, if you don't have any hand, he sucks because you have to reveal an insect type or he gets destroyed. But he's a 19 beater, so why not? The next 2 are Chainsaw Insect, 2400 attack, 0 defense. Pretty cool. He is awesome. When he battles a monster, your opponent has to draw a card, though, is the downside. But he is good. He helps get past really annoying cards like Brionic and other random stuff, so I like him a lot. Next is 2 Fire Ants. He's my level 3 tuner. You really don't need to worry about his effect. He's just a level 3 insect tuner. I colored him in too. It looks pretty cool. You search him out with Howling Insect. Pretty cool. Next I have 2 Aztekipede, the Worm Warrior. He's a pretty old card, I guess, from Phantom Darkness. He's really cool. He's like a miniature Doom Dozer. You remove an insect from play to special summon him. He's got 1900 attack and 400 defense, level 4. And when you inflict battle damage to your opponent, they have to mill 1 card, so why not? Next I have 2 Shield Worms. Pretty cool card. He's got 800 attack and 2000 defense. When he's summoned, in any way he goes to defense position, and for each insect on the field, including himself, your opponent has to mill 1 card. So it's pretty nasty when you flip up Needleworms and then you summon him. They get to mill like 8 cards. Next, the trump card of the deck, which is Cross-Sword Beetle. I also colored him in. He looks really cool. He's an 18 piercer. He's got 1800 attack and 12 defense. And if you have another insect type on the field, all your insects can pierce through defense position monsters. So pretty cool. I like him a lot. Then of course, you have the classics, 2 Man-Eater Bugs. I'm sure everybody knows what he does, but if you don't, I'll tell you. When he's flipped face up, just because of his flip effect, you get to destroy 1 card in the field. How about that? I also colored him in. He looks kind of cool. I colored both in. It's kind of hard to see though. And then of course, the boss monsters of the deck. 2 Doom Dozer. He's like Aztekipede the Worm Warrior, except that he has double the attack. He's got 2800 attack. And what's really cool about him is that you remove 2 and you special summon him, and he makes your opponent mill 1 card. Now I would run him at 3, but I need a third one. So if you guys have a third one, any rarity, I want him. So trade me. Now for the spells of the deck. The spell lineup is pretty cool. We have 2 insect imitations, which it's a really old card. I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen it before, unless you played Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time, like me. But it's pretty simple. So I get a level 4 monster, or any level monster. So let's say I have Fire Ant. I play it, and I get a level 4 monster from my insect deck. I get to special summon it anyway. I can special summon it in face up defense, face down defense, or face up attack position. So it's pretty cool. The next 2 spells are pretty simple. 2 MST. If you guys don't know what it does, then you should not play Yu-Gi-Oh. Dark Hole, pretty simple, standard. Monster Born, colored it in. Book of Moon, just cuz, and then 2 Verdant Sanctuary. This is a fairly new card. It works out really well for insects. If you have one of the same level, and it gets destroyed in any way, you get to add it back to your hand. So it's pretty cool when you have Howling Insect, because you get to special summon one and add one to your hand. Now for the trap lineup. I have 2 Bottomless, standard. 2 Compulse for those synchros that you don't like. 2 Lair Wire. Pretty simple. It's you remove an insect from your play from your graveyard to destroy 1 monster card your opponent controls. Kind of fun. Then here's all the normal stuff. You have Torrential, just cuz. Call the Haunted, why not? Mirror Force, obvious, and then 1 Trap Hole, just for those dumb Gravekeepers. And since the deck synchros, guess what we get to use? Naturia Barkion. We run him at 3. He's pretty cool. You remove 2 cards from your graveyard from play, and you get the negative trap. He's got 2500 attack. Pretty cool. The next synchro, which I don't have, which I'm trading for, is Naturia Beast. He's a level 5. You know, he requires an Earth Tuner and an Earth Monster. I think he's got 22 or 2100 attack, and you send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard to negate a spell. So he'll be a really good card. The deck is really fun. It's low budget, and not a lot of people have made it. I mean, I just created it. It's pretty fun. I beat a Naturia deck with it, and it's pretty awesome. Anyways, so my next video, I will be showing some more decks. I'll be showing a low budget version of Gravekeepers, which it's pretty good. It's actually really good. Anyways, peace out.